Today I will show you two different ways to sort arrays in Java: insertion sort and selection sort. First we'll go to selection sort. Selection sort works by taking the first index in an array and checking it with every one later on in the array. So first it would see this ace, which in this case is a high, and compare it to the queen. The queen is lower, so what it does is it holds the ace in a temporary folder, moves the queen to the ace's spot, and puts the ace in the queen spot. And what it would do is it would keep going, compare the queen to the jack. The jack is lower than the queen, so the queen goes there. The jack replaces the queen, then the queen is put into the jack spot. And again, is jack lower than a 10? It's not. So the jack is put in a temp folder, the 10 is put in the jack spot, and the jack is moved to the 10's old spot. I would check one last time. Is 10 lower than a king? Yes, it is, so nothing happens. Then we start with the ace. Again, in the first spot technically, or second, or whatever you want to call it. It would check, basically, so the ace is the ace lower than the queen? No. So it would switch, and basically it would keep switching. So it would be the queen with the ace, queen with the jack, and then it would stop looking at the second spot. It would go to the third spot, or the second index of the array, and check, okay, is the queen lower than the ace? It is, so it switches them. I'm just not showing the other steps in between. And then, is the ace lower than the king? It's not, so it switches. And this is your finished array, ordered from least to highest. Insertion sort works by looking at the element in the first position, and I don't mean first as in first in the entire array, but Java counting, so 0, 1. And what it does is it copies the element at that position, which means that anything can happen to this, and this value would still be saved. Then what it does is it compares this to this, and it says, oh, this is lower, so this gets put there, and this gets slid over. And it does that over and over again. So basically it goes, is this lower than this? Yes, it is. These get slid over, and now it's like that. Now it checks the 10. Is the 10 lower than the jack, the queen, the ace? Yes, it is. They're all lower. So the 10 goes there. Now it checks the king. Higher, higher, higher. Oh, it's lower. So it moves the ace over and puts the king in its place, and that's how insertion sort works.